Hmm. I hit 300 subscribers. I mean, oh. Hello everybody, welcome back to Finneton Central. I'm Brian, and again thank you very much for the 300 subscribers. It's very humbling to know that there's an awful lot of you watching my progress on my layout. I always enjoy reading the comments as well, and I do answer everybody's comments. So bear with me on that one. The comments are starting to get longer and longer. This month there's been perhaps not so many changes to the layout. I've done a couple of small little tweaks here and there. If any of you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that I've now got a Facebook group for Finneton Central. So all the small little tweaks and bits and pieces go out on there. So if you want to watch any, I suppose, behind the scenes looks of what's going on the layout, then check out the group page. I've got a new phone stand, courtesy of my lovely wife. I'm not going to do a review on that because they have their own YouTube channel, and this is them. So go and check them out on Facebook. Sorry, YouTube. Go and check them out on YouTube. They have loads of other bits, gimmicks and gadgets that they make, but this stand is one of them. It's a very good stand. It can be, the legs can be bent around different objects as well, so I can hang it upside down if I wanted to. But as a general rule, this is what I wanted it for. I wanted it so that I can place you in different places around the layout, and then that way then you can have a proper look to see, you know, different places around that you don't tend to normally see. Up until now, you've just been getting a view of me sat at my workbench, which is over there, and not really getting to see much of the layout. So that's what I'm doing, is that. Another thing as well as this month, it's been a month of gifts, I suppose, in a way. Is a friend of mine, Wayne Smith. He bought me this mini camera. That's it there. He knew I was after one of these after seeing Alan at Dragon Junction. And try and find it now. Oh, stretch. This is the stand that it comes on. That's the stand it comes on. It's a very heavy weighted steel stand, and then you've got that magnet on the top there which rolls around the ball, and then when you get your camera sticks to that, and then you can bend him round in different places if you want to. But for this, what I'm going to do, or should I say what I already have done, in fact at the end of this video I'll put a little bit of footage on of the camera in action. But again, there are plenty of reviews on the Qlima camera. Which one's this one? This is the SQ13 as used on Alan's layout. But what I've done is I've used flatbed truck here, and because it's got a steel weight inside, the magnet actually sticks to it. So what I do is I put the camera on top of that like so, and then push the camera around on the track like that, and that is nice. Give a good shake, it doesn't move very much, so that's a nice position for it to be in, and I can turn it around in different positions so that you can get different views of the layout. So I will be honest with you, I have had some difficulties with it, mainly trying to transfer the micro SD card, which you have to fit in one of these, transferring the footage from the micro SD card to this. Now I will hold my hands up, I'm no expert. My knowledge on computers is very limited, and it can be a bit of a ball ache, to be honest, trying to get stuff transferred. So I have to get my little laptop out, plug it into my laptop, upload it to that, upload it to Google. When you put Google Photographs on your laptop, there will be some icons at the top that tells you, gives you options whether to download or upload. I think it's download and upload, but I know there's definitely an upload on there anyway. And click on that, it uploads the footage straight onto Google Pictures. I then can download from Google Pictures on my phone to images, to my photograph images on my phone, because I have an iPhone, and then upload that to iMovie, edit it and whatever else I've got to do, re-download it back to my phone, and then upload it to YouTube. I'm pretty sure there are easier ways of doing this, but I've discovered that with iPhone you are very limited to what you can do. It is much simpler with an Android to get your SD card, plug it straight into your Android phone, upload your photographs, edit and stick it on YouTube. So that's perhaps something I may do later on in the future. So use my iPhone for videos and use an Android phone for everyday use. Excuse me. So anyway, what else is happening this month? I'm going to the Shrewsbury Model Show. Later on this month. Actually, when this video does go out, it'll probably be the following Saturday. So it's on the 18th, the Shrewsbury Model Show is. I'm meeting up with a few people in Shrewsbury. Jeff Friedman of Jumble Lane is coming over with Dave from Dave Trains, and they're both going to come pick me up, which was very grateful of them. And we're going to meet Jason at Barnabas Junction at Shrewsbury, and the three of us are all going to go down to the model show, and hopefully we'll have a good time, and I'll get some footage up and post that on here on YouTube as and when. So if anybody else wants to join us, I know there are a couple of other YouTubers that are going to the show. So if you are, look out for me. You can't miss me this time. I am wearing the t-shirt. I'm wearing the t-shirt. You can't miss me this time. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through a few ideas that I've got in my head that I'm going to do on the layout very soon, and we'll go from there. Okay, so if we come over here, now let's move some of the stuff out of the way here. I've got an idea. I want to put some back scenes in, and Jeff at Jumble Lane has agreed to do them for me, and he's got one that I'm going to be putting up across here. It's going to go all the way around here to there, and then on the other side here he's making me a bespoke one, which is going to start from about here, and it's going to come all the way around and end roughly about there. It is. And over here, what I'm going to do is I'm putting another tunnel in here. It's only going to be the front facade. In fact, there's one half of it there. You can see that one. Okay, so that is a Metcalfe kit. So when you buy the Metcalfe kits, it always comes with two ends. Obviously you need two ends to a tunnel. I've put that one in there because it's a single one, but because the other end of the tunnel is a double, which is over here, there, I've got a piece left over, so that is going to go on the other side. And this, by the way, I've actually called St. Peter's Tunnel. I've started actually naming a lot of stuff, and I will be putting plaques up in the different areas. You've got Amelia Lane here as well as. So what I'll do is come back over here. So basically what I'm doing is the tunnel mouth is going to go over here like that, and then I'm going to have a board coming all the way across here and ending here. So there will be a scenic break between Finton Parkway and Finchester Works. Now, I'm toying with an idea at the moment. Now over here you see, I've got the ash pit here. Now it's this long for a reason. I mean, that is so that I can get locomotives, i.e. like the Flying Scotsman and the Mallard, onto here with plenty of room. Now, what I'm thinking of doing here is this old Hornby water tower. What I'm thinking of doing is cutting the back out of this, placing it on here like that, and then bringing the back scene from the back of it across here, and again from the other side across there over here. So from the opposite side, the tunnel entry from the other side, if you try to imagine that, the other side is going to be sort of like girder bridge type tunnel. And then over here I'm going to see if I can actually try and put like a front facade of an engine shed there, as well as to give the illusion that the engine can back up into the engine shed. That way then it gives the layout a new perspective and makes it also look a little bit bigger than it actually is. There you can see the mess that is my workbench at the moment. I am in the process of sorting that out at the minute. So anyway, so over here we've got Park Street. Actually, I'm undecided yet as to whether to call it Park Street or Park Road. I think Park Road actually sounds a lot better. Let's just move some of these tools out of the way. Okay, so
Park Street, Park Road, whichever one it is. That's going to be along here. So I'm going to be putting a road surface in here for that. There will be a footpath to the one side, and then there's going to be some grass along the edge here, as well as, I think, grass or bushes, one or the other. I'm still not decided yet. But future plans, I'm thinking over here at the disused engine shed here, I'm thinking later plans, I might reinstate the track. So over a period of time, this area here will actually look like it's being restored. But don't hold me to that yet. It's a thought that came into my mind just recently. But anyway, so Park Road, I'm going to surface Park Road. I have got some Metcalfe tarmac sheets, which look just like this here. That's your Metcalfe sheets on there. So that I'm going to be using on here as well as for the road. And then over in the distance here on the back seam, you will have the road continuing on in the background there. And then over here, there will be an embankment across here as well as. That will all be part of the back seam. And some of that embankment may possibly end up on this edge here just to fill this little gap in here. So that's some more future plans for the layout, possibly over the next couple of months. Now I have been toying with another idea. Now over here on Fennerton Central, in fact, just turn the lights on. There we go. Okay, so on Fennerton Central here, you can see that you've got a white light on all the lights on the platform, and then a warm light bulbs inside the buildings here. Now what I'm thinking of doing here is I've got some, because I mean if you look back to the 1980s and you see the street lamps in the 1980s, you'll see that they have like a yellow tinge to them, almost. The lights are almost actually yellow. Instead of just a bright light. So what I'm thinking of doing here is I've got some Humbrol see-through yellow. I've got some see-through red as well that I use for my model cars. And what I'm thinking of doing is actually painting the lights on here in that yellow, and hopefully that will give off the yellow light that I'm actually trying to find and give it more of a retro look to it. So that's pretty much it really for this month. I'm going to put the footage from the SQ13 on the end, and as I mentioned before, I've started naming a few places on the layout now, so I'll put those in that footage so that I suppose for future reference you'll start to understand where places are then, if they've all got names. So for now, take it easy. If you haven't joined my Facebook group, please go ahead and join that, and then you can get to see some behind the scenes footage of what I've been getting up to on the layout. Give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And if I don't see you at the Model Railway show, I'll see you very soon. Take care all for now, and bye bye.